repeatedly what the most important thing in our life, Heavenly Parent. I'm grateful for that. And we can understand deeply all the sentence behind what kind of things happened to bring to the victory of this level, Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, thank you. You treated us as your son or daughters. Heavenly Parent, it's such a precious thing for us. I thank you to pray. Guide this morning devotion. There have many young people forward to the providence to restore. I'm so grateful that each one of this, that's a fruit of your suffering and dedication. I thank you. I pray. Central Blessed Family, Jackson Kyoko Bowman's name, I offer at you.
Arjun, thank you. Okay, now we will be going into breakout rooms. One moment before I... Okay. So you guys can join your breakout rooms.
Nami, can you make me co-host so I can share the screen?
Is it for the reading?
No, for the song.
Okay. If you want, I can also do that too.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Thank you, Nami.
Thank you. Welcome back. So I will ask a couple people to share some of their gratitude points. And may I ask Uncle Bruce if you can share some of your gratitude points for today?
Good morning, brothers and sisters. My gratitude is just being with all of you people, dear brothers and sisters, in morning devotion. It really starts the day on such a wonderful high note, and it just that energy goes through the day. but I'm especially moved by the deep prayers, especially of the sisters that Dr. Young said that absolute sincerity moves heaven. And every time that I hear, especially the sisters pray, there's such a depth and such a heart that you just don't hear in, like if you watch a Christian service, hear a Christian service or everyday life, that kind of quality of artistic desire and commitment. It's just a beautiful thing to behold, and it makes my day richer and go smoother. So thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Okay. Can I ask Mrs. Rhonda if you would like to share your gratitude points this morning?
Good morning, everybody. If you have the Zoom on your laptop, you can see how the whole screen is filled up with faces today and names. 20 participants, it says. So this is great.
Yeah.
And so it's so great to see the screen all filled up. And I don't know if when you're on the phone, if you can see everybody sitting together, but it's really wonderful. So I too am happy to see everybody in the morning. And my sharing today with Esther and Kyoko-san. I told them I looked at my calendar today and it says 50th anniversary. And so my husband and I joined in 1973 in Kansas. And we don't know that this is really the date we joined, but because it was such kind of a crazy mixed up time of coming and going, and we joined and then we unjoined and then we joined, and we don't know, and he joined and then I joined or something. It was just that kind of time, and so one time we said, well, it was in November, and we know it was in November, and it was sometime around the middle of November. So let's just, the very middle of November must be the 15th. So, it's just a general date. But yeah, so I'm really grateful that somehow we could stay the course and stay with True Parents all these years. And I was saying it to my breakout room, how so different it was back then. And I know all you old timers remember those days too. And and how just one thing I just threw out there was that we used to call True Father Master in the beginning, and it was Master, and his speeches were called Master Speaks. I'm sure you've seen those old printed on paper, and they're all yellow now. And we have copies of Master Speaks, and it was so different and so filled with spirit. And Kyoko-san was telling me that at that time she was on IOWC under Perry Cordell, traveling around and doing Father was speaking tours. And so everything was very fast moving and exciting and fundraising and witnessing. And she said it was a time when people would just walk up and you'd speak to them and they would just join. And there were some states had no church center, anything. So people were just living in a room and renting places. And so the new members, they would just bring them with on the IOWC team, and the people would just go. And it was like when Jesus went around and told disciples, come on and follow me, and they would. And so it was that kind of time and very exciting. And so that was my, and I'm very grateful that our ancestors, could keep us going on this course, even though, also we came and we went and we came and we went, but, still here today. So thank you. So glad to see you all.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Rhonda. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you.
And anyone else that has an anniversary today. Yes. So I want to go into the reading. So today's reading will be True Mother's speech.
No, I'll fix this now.
You guys can. Okay. So I can read it as well. Special address by True Mother to the Summit for Peace on the Korean Peninsula. This was given in February 13, 2022. So despite the current difficult situation caused by the...
Nami is a music behind.
Oh, there's music in the back?
Yeah.
My bad. Got it. Thank you. Okay. So I'll start reading. It is, this is again special address by True Mother to Summit for Peace on the Korean Peninsula. This was given February 13, 2022. Despite the current difficult situation caused by the coronavirus pandemic, I believe that you world leaders yearning for peace and unification on the Korean Peninsula will find your heartfelt hope fulfilled. Thank you. Today, the world is facing many difficulties. Though there are more than 200 nations on the planet, they all pursue a common hope, a united and peaceful world. And yet, despite this hope, human history has been increasingly riddled with wars and conflicts. At the outset, God, the Creator, the owner of the universe, created all things in the world, as well as the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, who were to become humankind's ancestors. He waited for them to pass through their time of growth to perfect themselves. They failed to do so, however, and instead humanity was cut off from God, the Creator, and, as we see today, nonetheless, our omniscient and omnipotent Creator has been the same from beginning to end. The necessity of true parents. God must usher in the day of victory at all costs. To that end, true parents must triumph among all humankind and become the human ancestors. Only then can one family of humanity live in the kingdom of heaven on earth as desired by the Creator. For 6,000 years, God has been the parent searching for his lost children. That is why God permitted religions to sprout in each region to best lead the local people and teach them to make their way toward goodness. In the midst of it, heaven had to select his chosen people and carry out his providence of salvation to restore through indemnity the mistake made by the first human beings, who were destined to become humanity's ancestors. God's history has been one of indescribable and laborious patience and perseverance. After toiling for 4,000 years, God was finally able to bring about the birth of his only begotten Son, who he could claim as his own. However, according to the principle of creation, the only begotten Son alone is not enough. That is why not only the family that gave birth to the only begotten Son, but also all the people of Israel had to create an environment in which he could uphold heaven's providence. This, however, did not come to pass. Instead, Jesus died on the cross and promised to come again and hold the marriage feast of the Lamb. Christianity has continued through his disciples and has continued to spread for 2,000 years. Yet, I would like to ask you this: is today's Christian environment ready to receive the Messiah who promised to come again? The environment in which fallen humanity can be embraced by heaven was created through the birth of true parents. I'm going to read that part again. The environment in which fallen humanity can be embraced by heaven was created through the birth of true parents. We must be resurrected. In other words, fallen humanity can become children of God, the Creator, our Heavenly Parent, only when they are reborn and resurrected through true parents. The central figures who can unravel the tangled threads of wrongful history were born on the Korean Peninsula after 6,000 years. True parents came to be in 1960, and the providence by which true parents can give rebirth and resurrection to humanity as Heavenly Parents' children is the true family movement and the marriage blessing. Everyone among fallen humanity, regardless of who they may be, can become a child of Heavenly Parent through true parents. They all must become His children. The dream of God, the Creator, is to live together with true parents and His children in the kingdom of heaven on earth. The first step toward that dream was taken in 1960. Simply put, the owner of the universe and this planet is God, the Creator, our Heavenly Parent. Though there are many nations and strong powers in the world, they can attain their rights as such only when they stand in the position of attending our Heavenly Parent. They do not have ownership. Countries can be established only when heaven says, "Yes, since you have done your best to make your part of the world beautiful, you can govern over this nation." In other words, all religions in the world have reached their last stop. Everyone must get off at the last stop. All that is left is for them to get off and become one with true parents in order to attend our Heavenly Parent, the owner of the universe. The same is also true for the Korean people. What made the Korean people, who share the same culture, lineage, and traditions, divide into North Korea and South Korea? Korea is the one and only divided nation on the globe. Only when Korea is unified can there be peace in Eastern Europe and Northeast Asia. Do you understand? You should know that we, the people living in the world today, need to become children attending Heavenly Parent through true parents, for we are connected to God by heavenly law. I have already said that a world of true peace, freedom, equality, unity, and happiness, with humanity living in it as one family centering on Heavenly Parent, can only be realized when the Korean people and other nations attend heaven as their parent. In this regard, as a true parent, I wish to make a request of the citizens of South Korea and North Korea. I hope for South Korea and North Korea to unite as one with me and become one brethren and achieve true unification on the Korean Peninsula. Only then can all human beings in the world become the sons and daughters of our Heavenly Parent and achieve world peace and unity in this age and generation. Until now, humanity was ignorant of the fact that all of us and all nations are connected to heaven by heavenly law, and as a result, this beautiful earth has become dilapidated, and it is becoming continually worse with climate change, the rise in sea level, and especially natural disasters. Last year, there were horrendous wildfires, tornadoes, and heavy rain in the North American continent alone, which caused most loss of both life and property. What about China and Asia? Every continent suffered incalculable damage in life and property. Moreover, many lives have been lost during the past 2 years due to the coronavirus pandemic. And the truth is that we have no idea what other changes will take place and will cause even more problems. All of that was brought about by the failure of humankind. Now we are the position of children who should attend Heavenly Parent. As children who have been unfilial until now, it is our duty to make our God's dream come true on earth. Should we then just sit back and watch? All of humanity in the world needs to unite as one and fulfill our responsibilities, which are to return this world to its original state. That is what we, the people living in the world today, are required to do. We have heard many good words from people who are attending today's event from all parts of the world. Everyone is praying for our hope to come true with the firm belief that they will. Yes, they will come true. The question is whether we can qualify ourselves as children attending God as our parent. I am passing on our dreams to future generations, our grandchildren who will take charge of this earth and its inhabitants in future. If we had united and made earth into the kingdom of heaven on earth, where we live in attendance to our heavenly parent, what would our lives on earth have been like? After creating all things in the world, our Creator finally created our human ancestors and told them to have dominion over everything. The unfallen world is continuing to maintain itself in accordance with the circuitous law of principle of creation. The problem is that much of the world has been destroyed by humankind. My favorite flower is a daffodil, which is the first to blossom from frozen soil when spring comes. It makes me think about how I can comfort Heavenly Parent's heart. He is looking upon human history and how it has become wretched and agonizing through the fall. The daffodil is the first to break through the frozen soil and tell the world that spring has come. Looking at it, I am reminded of how I am still weak and how much I have been restricted by my environment in carrying out my responsibilities as a true parent during the past 60 years. Yet I did not stop, and as a result, there are many allies like you on my side today. Thank you. Let us all endeavor to become the true children of our Heavenly Parent through true parents who work together as filial sons and daughters to make God's dream and wish come true on earth. Thank you. Yeah, so kind of a recap from this reading. True Mother, she gave this speech, it was back in 2022. I mean, this is after COVID hit, and you can see the devastating results of kind of what COVID did to not only just a certain part of the world, but the whole world. And I remember even reading this while on GPA, but also a part of this reading where it talks about the train. And this is really like the last stop. It talks about this. We really reached the last stop. God can wait no more longer. And he's saying, you guys all got to get off this train and, get out of your own thinking and kind of work together to bring unity. And this was kind of this shift in the world, and we can't stay in our own box thinking, in our own groups, religions, but we can't stay divided. And that's kind of what I felt from even COVID too. Although it was a tragic event, it really forced us to lean on each other and not separate ourselves, separate each other from country, but the whole world was going through the same thing. So it felt like we're all going through it together. And then at the end, True Mother also mentions a little bit about the daffodil, her favorite flower, which signifies this flower is so powerful because it's like the first sign of, I guess, hope and because it's the first to spring out after the cold winter. And like that, we also should resemble a daffodil. But yes, so that was the reading. So yes, I believe we go to breakout rooms and then we share, right? So we'll go to breakout rooms and then you guys can share in your groups. Yes. Okay. So you guys can join your breakout rooms and have a great discussion. Okay, welcome back, everybody.
I took a day off.
Okay, so yes, if I can ask, let me see. If Mr. Christopher, if you would like to share. Hello.
Greetings. Good morning.
Good morning.
It was a great breakout room that I am going to try to represent. I cannot compare to my elder first generation. There's no comparison to everything that you can that you have experienced and that you can take away from True Mother's speech. But in my I guess takeaway is that True Mother has a lot of topics here. She goes from going from an individual, going all the way up to a national and a global and even a cosmic level. She was mentioning definitely at the end, representing herself, her favorite flower, and herself, seeing herself as a flower, and then going up, hitting topics such as the foundations of world peace in Eastern Europe and Northeast Asia, specifically in this speech, will come about on the foundation of a reunified peninsula. A piece. So there's a lot of range in her sharing with everybody who participated in that speech. And in the beginning, it was global leaders, right, and leaders in Korea. So she touched on so many things that what got to my heart and my attention was global world peace will come upon the foundation of a unified Korea. So, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for your sharing. Nice to meet you. I think it's my first time meeting you. For our next sharing, can I ask Mrs. Carmen if you would like to share something?
Yeah, Mother was talking about. I was with Miss Sumiko, and we were talking about how Mother is as saying she mentioned the train and the last stop, and how we have to take care of the earth. All these things that are happening, the wildfires and the tsunamis, hurricanes, earthquakes, etc. All these natural disasters are happening because we haven't taken care of the earth, and man, how humankind has destroyed the Mother Earth. And in a sense, Mother Earth is fighting back to, help. We have to understand, excuse me, we have to understand that we need to really love the earth and take care of it and appreciate it, and because that's where we came from. So God made us from the dust of the earth. So that's and how we need to have true parents, and really emphasizing the need for true parents, and to that the world really needs to have true parents. Now we need to really wake up and realize that true parents are the only way. So that's my takeaway. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. Thank you for sharing. So we'll go into our song for today. And I'll share my screen. So taking this time to prepare our hearts before our prayer so we can sing along.
새로운 결단의 마음으로 함께 찬양하시겠습니다. 부족했던 지난날 아버님, 어머님 앞에 회개하며 전심을 극심하고 새롭게 출발하는 저희들의 마음을 이 시간 찬양으로 보여드립시다.
That's the song that they played for.
Okay. Now we'll go into our 7-minute prayer. So this is unison prayer. You guys can unmute and I'll play the music 시작.
Heavenly Parent and true parent, now is the time to come together to pray
Thank you.
the word of each other.
Lead us as we go
Heavenly
along.
Parent,
With
we
your
now
will,
come
Lord.
to pray for the sick and the communication to Heavenly Parent. There are so many things all around us. Most important for right now, for people us is a relationship with Heavenly Parent. All our questions and our turning to you through the prayer. Heavenly Parent, don't deceive it by the physical eye. We can see in the world, physical eye, and the people are asking Heavenly Parent. Now we have to close the eye and communicate with you, Heavenly Parent. What is your desire?
To all of those who
What
still
we
need
to do,
you.
Heavenly Parent, please guide each one of us and sisters who they walk in the cross cross is different. They are walking to carry the cross to the liberation of their ancestors and the liberation of the humanity. I'm sure you know and then you appreciate people accepting their cross and they try and walk and they bring it to the victory over the
what we say, what we do.
pray for tomorrow. So pray for the unification. That's the most crucial thing. The world peace. God restores us understanding. Individual, family, in that world, nation, and the world and universe. Many parents just a right drop of the pure water spread in the rain and the finally one drop your wishes of life. Then gradually the world finally come to the accomplishment, the complete reflection, complete identity. We have lucky people to see the job happiness. So many people live their life agony and fear. Now all that fear and agony will be liberated. They'll come together, become a the direction of the kingdom. All in the past, we carry together to go forward. One goal, the centering, the one God, our Father. Heavenly Parent, Pray for Japan. They have some impurities and the faithful to God. That the condition kept this land outside. Human power is limited, Heavenly Parent. So many miracles happen because everything human cannot control. Heavenly Parent, I thank you. Power to cover all of the world and all of the family and nations and all of the individual families.
Thank you, brothers and sisters, for offering that prayer. Yes, and thank you for joining this prayer visual this morning. Sorry for the technical difficulties today. It's my first debut day, but yes, announcements. So this weekend, we are having the food drive on Saturday, and we are asking for support and volunteers. So basically it's a food drive where we're packaging a meal for the homeless, and our goal is to package 100 food meals, and then we're gonna deliver those. 50 of them we're gonna probably pass out here at the church, and then 50 we'll deliver at the church, at the downtown. So we'll drive there, we'll go around the downtown and then hand out the food. So there's certain areas that we need help in, which is like either cooking, which is like corn. Most of them is like canned. So corn, collard greens, potatoes, and then either seasoning and warming them up. And mashed potatoes, we would need to mash. And then we need to cook turkeys. And then after peeling the turkeys, tearing the turkeys into pieces. And then, cooking. Then there's the packaging. The packaging part, we have a lot of support from the GPA, but if you would like to help package, we would need to package all 100 containers. And then we would load them in boxes, and then we would deliver them. So there's 3 aspects. So also, if you would like to donate any canned foods, so either collard greens, corn, or potatoes, we're asking for canned donations. You can bring 10 cans of whatever you can, or however many amount you can. Or if you would like to donate a turkey, so our goal is 3 more turkeys. In total, we have about 6 turkeys, or we need about 6. We have 3 already. So yes, if you would like to help out, you can also come by on Saturday. We will start at 10 a.m. and then we'll end roughly around 4 p.m. So it's a full day's worth of volunteer service. And we also have a Thanksgiving service coming up on the 26th, I think, 26th, I believe. 26th, yes. So Sunday, 26th evening from 4, that's when we'll have a Thanksgiving service instead of a regular morning service from 10:30. So you can come by, have Thanksgiving dinner with us at the church. And then, and then we need another mention with the turkeys. We would like 2 people, if anyone would like to help support in cooking, 2 people being able to cook a turkey. So 2 more turkeys basically in cooking. Yeah, for Saturday, this Saturday. And yes, I think that's about it for announcements. Yes. Oh yeah, and then if you're part of the witness meeting, we have a group witnessing meeting today at 12, and it will be through Zoom. Yes. So thank you guys for joining today. And if you have anything, you can always email me at the GTFC Center at Gmail, or call me, or I always send the email. So there's upcoming events on the emails as well. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good job, Nam-san.
Thank
We enjoyed it.
Thank you,
Have
Nami.
Have a
blessed
good day, everybody. Seiko-san,
you.
Koko-san, Carmen,
Thank you,
Ozama-san,
Nami-san. Thank you.
Thank
and
you, Nami-san.
Sumika-san.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. Blessings to everyone.